welcome back to Off the Track. We got a lot to talk about today. Today we're stepping into a new element of this podcast, the Premier League of soccer, or of football. Us Americans call it football, so I'm guessing you're watching from America, so let's get into it. Okay, so my Premier League predictions. To be honest, I guess I'll just start from 20 all the way down to 1. Please do not get too angry at my predictions. These are my predictions. If you do not like them, then just go to another person who made predictions and look at theirs. Pretend you never saw mine. Okay, so we will start off with the 20th spot. I think everybody has them here. The great old, they were promoted from the Champions League last year, or whatever it's called. League One. I think it's called League One. I don't know what it's called. Whatever it's called. They were promoted last year. West Brom. They're 20th place. They're getting back down. They don't have the best team at all. Not even close, man. They don't have the best team. On paper or off paper. I mean, 2 of the 3 teams that are getting relegated did get promoted. So, I mean, like, yeah, I think West Brom was definitely deserved of it, though, because they just don't have a good squad. Okay, so 19th place, I think it will be Fulham. I think it will be Fulham. I think it will be Fulham. They also don't have a great team. I mean, they have an okay team, but it's not great, so I just don't think they have what it takes to get past demotion. I think they'll get demoted and then maybe get promoted next year. Who knows? They are the second team that promoted last year and then demoted, I think, this year. Alright, so this one may shock some of you, may not, I don't know. I'm saying Aston Villa. Aston Villa, because, like, it was hard. It was really hard. I wanted to put Crystal Palace at this spot. I did. And then I was like, if they keep Zaha, then they're not getting demoted. So they probably won't keep Zaha, but if they do, then they're not getting demoted. So that's like my, like, Crystal Palace is pretty much a get-out-of-jail-free card. And Zaha is that get-out-of-jail-free card for them. They are in jail right now, and Zaha is get out of jail for them, literally, without a doubt. And then Aston Villa, I just don't think they have a well-suited team to compete with the rest of the table. So obviously that makes 17th Crystal Palace. I wanted to put them in 18th, I really did, but they have Zaha. That's all I can say. Zaha and Wilfred Zaha. That's all I can really say. They have Zaha. 16th. I'm not high on Sheffield United. If I can recall, I think they had Dean Henderson on loan last year. Well, they don't have that this year. So I am not very high on Sheffield United. I'm not high on them. I think they will stay, but I'm not too high on Sheffield United because they don't have Dean Henderson anymore. If they had Dean Henderson, then I would be very high on them, but they don't, so I'm not too high on them. I'm not. I think they have what it takes to stay, but I don't think they have what it takes to get into the top 15. Alright, so 15th place, West Ham. They've got a solid team for sure, but most of them are injury prone. I gotta be honest. Most of them are injury prone. I mean, their team's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good, but it's kind of injury prone, like really badly. Like really, really badly. I don't think they will. I think they will stay, but I don't think they can crack. Well, they cracked the top 15, which ain't half bad for them, I guess. I don't know. 14th, I'm going to say Brighton. Maybe a little high, maybe a little low. I think it's just right, to be honest, because they did pretty well this year, and they've done well these last few years, so I think they will just keep on improving on that. So I have Brighton at 14th. Pretty straightforward. Burnley in 13th. Y'all are probably like, where's Newcastle? Oh my gosh. You're a bandwagon. Okay, probably not bandwagon. That's kind of weird. I'm not a fan of Newcastle. Okay. Once I tell you all my favorite team, I'll be like, bandwagon. Boo. He sucks. But 13th Burnley, because I think the same goes with Brighton. They have a good team, and they have had a good team these last few years, and I think they're just keep on upgrading. 12th, it's the one y'all been looking for, Newcastle. Yeah, I think Newcastle is due for solid 12th place. I don't think they're like ones to watch, a dark horse to win at all. They may crack the top 10, not very likely, but they may crack the top 10. They may. They could. But I don't see it happening. So that's why I say they are going to be 12th. Southampton is 11th for me. Southampton is 11th for me. I really did want to put them 10th. I really did. I wanted to put them 10th really badly. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't. They have a really solid team, but it's just not as... I don't think it's as good as these top 10. Actually, I take that back. Southampton probably has a better team than the 10th place, but I just think, I don't know. So, yeah, I think Southampton and Leeds United have a very close team. They are both very skilled. They both have very skilled teams. I think Southampton's may be better, and it's been together longer, but I think Leeds United has more to prove and play for. That's why I'm saying Leeds United in 10th. That's a big one. The bigger reason I'm saying it is because Rodrigo, huge signing. And then they got obviously some solid players too already. So yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. I mean, I expect them to do well. I expect them to be 10th place, but every team in front of them is better than them, so I couldn't put them any higher at all. I'm high on Leeds United too. If I wasn't like high on Leeds, I'd put them probably 13th, but I'm high on Leeds. So Leicester City. So obviously Leicester City has a pretty good team. I put them in 9th place, yes. I wanted to put them higher, but I couldn't. Siuku, James Maddison, great players. Vardy, he's getting up there in age for sure, but I think he's still definitely a solid player. So Harvey Barnes, just like Nadini, like those players. They have a lot of growing potential players, especially Madison. James Madison looking really good as a young player. Yeah, that's why I have Leicester in 9th. So my 8th place position is, to be honest, looking at the Wolves roster on paper, in my opinion, I think the Wolves are better than Everton on paper. But together, I don't think they are. I think the Wolves are great. They have some phenomenal players. That's why I'm placing them 8th. Dominic Traore, Jimenez, Jota, Johnny, Nervez. That's just some of them. They have a lot of great players. I looked through Everton's roster and I'm like, what? So, in my opinion, I think the Wolves are a better club than Everton, but I ranked Everton higher because they've been doing better these last few years. So I guess it's working between the two. That's why I put Wolves at 8. Everton at 7 because they have a good team. They've had a good team these last couple of years, and yeah, I think they'll get better. Okay, Tottenham in 6th. Tottenham's got great players. They made lots of upgrades. I think they're not title contenders. Let's be honest here, they're not title contenders. I always gotta give a shout out to Lucas Moura when I see him. Ajax, legendary. Steven Bergwijn, you remember Ajax game, right? Okay, I'm not a fan of Tottenham too. Just saying, putting that out there. I just believe in Tottenham. I think they'll get it done. Alright, so with the 5th overall, I think Arsenal. Aubameyang, Willem, Ozil, Pepe, they've got a great team. Great team. So that's why I think they'll be 5th. 4th. So 4th is Man City. Really, my only evidence to this really is that a lot of their players are old, or Sergio Aguero, and that's about it. In my opinion, I think they degraded. I think they lost Sane and a couple more, so I think they degraded in that part. And I think there's 3 better teams than them, so I know a lot of you are going to get angry at that, but I more think Man City's going to not make top 3 because Aguero's old. They didn't upgrade, and they've been going down every year. 1st to 2nd, man, they're going down pretty fast. Alright, so 3rd place, I really wanted to put them 2nd, but Chelsea. Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Pulisic, Ziyech. Oh my gosh, the transfer window was the biggest of all time almost. It was huge. It was one of the best transfer windows of all time. It was really, really good. Maybe not of all time, but it was really good. That's why I have them at 3rd. I wanted to put them 2nd, but I couldn't. I almost put Man United 3rd because they still had Lingard, but I definitely couldn't put them 1st because they had Lingard. So, Donny van de Beek, Paul Pogba, they've got a pretty good team. I would say 2nd for them. Okay, so who I think will win the championship back-to-back, Liverpool, who is also my favorite team. They've just got such a good all-around team, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check the next one. Have a great day. See ya.